Boom. Just like that, we are live for another episode of Weekly Win Streak. It's your boy TP3 Bets. And as always, I am joined by none other than the man himself. What up, bro? How we doing today, my boy?
We're doing great. It's great to see you, man. We thought maybe we weren't gonna be able to go live. We pump faked you guys twice.
Yeah. No, we definitely thought we weren't going to be able to go live, but hey, we're back on here for once again, boys, and it's time to crush another live stream. I guess I'm gonna have to send Sobet to use my link to my Twitter to get in the weekly win streak this time, so I can't link it up for my YouTube. But yeah, guys, to anyone who usually watches on YouTube, I apologize in advance that you can't watch us today, but go to Twitter and you can watch us on there. So we're back, baby. Bro, how did last week end up going for you?
Wasn't amazing, but my goal is to try to be overwhelmingly optimistic and positive for 2 weeks and
Like that.
and see if anything changes in my life, in the outcomes, and anything. And so I don't know. A lot of lessons learned. I got greedy a few times. You always learn in losses, different line movements. You see things and you're like, son of a bitch, okay? I got stoinked, or maybe I should have waited a little longer to place a bet because right after I placed it, somebody gets named out, or, whatever. But it's not always a loss if you learn something from it. You just can't make the same mistake over and over again, because then you're fucked. But, T, I know you've been absolutely killing it. I know you are motivated for a huge bounce back week. How was your week and weekend?
Yeah, we finished the week down 2.61 units, first losing week in a while. Not the end of the world, honestly. I mean, some people said I lost it. I mean, brother, we won 7 weeks in a row. I mean, you ain't going to win every single week, but we're going to win more often than we lose. I mean, 2.61 units should be nothing compared to the amount of units I've put in everyone's pocket. Up over 53 units since September 24th. So definitely a solid run. Yeah, it's only betting 1 and 2 units a game, a couple of 3-unit bangers in there as well, but mostly 1 and 2 units every single game. So y'all know, man, we've been absolutely crushing the books lately. So we're just trying to keep that trend going here. But today's games, I like today's slate. And I will say this, bro. Last week really came down to free throws. I got completely fucked. I have the over in UCF and BYU. We needed 1 point, and these teams went 2 for 9 from the free throw line in the final minute of the game, including dribbling out like the final 15 seconds of the clock. So that game should have definitely gone over. And then yesterday, I needed 3 points from Giannis, but he was 0 for 6 from the charity stripe. I mean, Giannis, I hope if you're watching this, which I know you're not, go practice some free throws, my boy.
Yeah. That stunk. Yes, I had the Bucks. I can't believe that. Just a collapse. It's just been the week of collapses. And trust me, brother, I feel you on bad beats. I had Villanova money line. When you get hit by a game winner, not only a game winner with 5 seconds or less to go, but a game winner from the corner off the top of the fucking backboard, he banked this shit in from the corner off the top of the backboard.
No way. It hit off the top of the backboard?
Yes, bro. You didn't see that?
No, I didn't even see it, honestly.
T, you look like me looking around for my lighter when I already have the blunt rolled. What's going on over there?
Yeah, my roommate's asking where my keys at. Oh, it's on the floor over here. I'm going to toss over by the door. All right, we're good.
There you go, brother. Keys. But yeah, I got the keys. Anyways, I can't believe that. You need to look it up after the game. Creighton, Villanova.
Yeah, I will definitely look at that. I didn't even realize that happened, to be honest with you, dude. There's so many games going on that day. Yeah, I did not see that one. In other news that's ungambling related before we get to that, dude, my brain was actually broken on Saturday. I was out for a friend's birthday on Saturday night, and somebody showed me the tweet of Luka Doncic getting traded. I was like, yeah, bro, that's fake. And I was like, watch. And I went over there and looked at it, and I was like, wait, that is Shams. And I was like, yeah, he got hacked for sure. And then I looked again, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, he actually just got traded. And then I was like, I got to go home and process this. And my buddy grabbed me by the back of my shirt. He says, you're not going home. believe it, bro. And I still can't. That is single-handedly the dumbest trade in the history of sports. Imagine if the Ravens called the Rams and said, "We want Matthew Stafford," and they said, "Okay." "We want Lamar Jackson." They said, "Okay," and they said, "We want a first-round pick," and they said, "No, you can have a third-round pick though," and they said, "Deal." That's literally what happened.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the Mavericks got fleeced, and for them to settle for that type of trade and then they were the aggressor. They made that trade. Something had to be up between them and Luka. Like there's something's not right there. But I'll tell you what, Luka Doncic is my second favorite player in the NBA. That's not on the Cavs. LeBron is number one. To have them on the same team, bro, I am going to be watching the Lake Show. Oh, baby. I like the NBA again.
I hate that take, bro. I hate. I'm honestly so sour on the NBA at this point in time. Don't get me wrong. I'll still watch it. I'm still going to gamble my ass off on it. But my fun and joy of being an NBA fan has been ruined in the last 2 days. First of all, my Hawks actually suck, and they probably won't even end up making the playoffs. They'll make the play-in and get smacked. But this is the part that sucks, man. Like, I cannot stand the Lakers. I know people who can't even dribble a basketball that claim to be Lakers fans. Like, dude, it's ridiculous, bro. They get all the best players. They're never bad. They don't have to deal and go through what I go through daily as a Hawks fan, and it pisses me off. And now they just get gifted Luka Doncic. Like, how does that actually happen? It's so frustrating for that reason. Then also, too, not only is that part frustrating to me here, but then I was like, okay, I need a team I can get behind. You know, like when PJ Washington was flexing up, when Luka was giving buckets and making fun of the Suns, like that was something I could get behind. Look, I might gamble on sports every single day, but as a sports fan, I still enjoy to get that high and that rush from watching just a great basketball game and watching a player that I want to see win a championship or win a big game, get it done. You know, like that's what makes me a sports fan and keeps bringing me back to watching sports. And that's how I felt with Luka and the Mavs. And I just can't get behind the Lakers. Like, I'm one of the biggest Luka fans on the planet, but I hate the Lakers so much. I simply cannot get behind this team. And so, you know, I was like, all right, what team am I going to pivot to? I was like, well, you know, I like Fox. I like Sabonis. I was like, I guess I'm just going to rock with Sacramento since Fox, both of them are two of my favorite players. No, now Fox is on San Antonio. I cannot stand the Spurs. They're the most boring team ever to watch play basketball. Now they get just gifted De'Aaron Fox. Like, bro. It's ridiculous. At this point, I mean, James Harden's my favorite player. I guess I'm just going to have to pull for the Clippers. Hopefully they can make a deep playoff run to make it fun for me to watch. But, like, don't get me wrong, I'll be watching these games because I'll be gambling on them. But at the same time, like, bro, it's just all my fandom in basketball feels like it's just been taken from me in the past, like, 24 hours.
Damn, bro. You know, that hurts me to hear because, one, you're the NBA guy. That hurts. And two, it's like misery loves company because today Myles Garrett says, I want out. After literally promising us, as long as we told him that we were going to try to make a competitive team this year, he wasn't going to do this. We didn't even get to the fucking combine. He didn't even give us a chance to trade the draft pick yet. He didn't give us a chance to do anything. And he just said, you know what? Deuces. I quit. I give up on you. And as a Cleveland fan, I know your pain. I'm in the same boat, bro. It's like, now we're fucked. We're definitely fucked. The Browns are done. 5 years. Here comes another 0-win season. It's going to be 5 years until we're good again or decent again, if that. And Cleveland can't have anything good. Their MLB team, we just sold off almost all of our good players. And let's be real, man. The Cavs, they're a regular season fun team to watch. But the more and more I watch them, the more and more it's glaringly obvious they are not built for the playoffs. And if they run into the Knicks or the Celtics, or God forbid they get to the championship, dude, they're going to get smoked by the Thunder in a 4-0 sweep. It's just, and they're not going to get that far. The Knicks or the Celtics, maybe even the Bucks, except for Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez looks like a freaking baby giraffe that shit his pants running up and down the court.
Yeah, you actually cooked that one, bro. Jay Glass, you know what? I know your name's Josh, but I know your username's Jay Glass. That's what you usually want to see pop up on social. I will, you know what? I actually like the Knicks players, so I have no issues with the Knicks. I actually don't mind Knicks fans because I look at them all sweet and innocent because the Knicks have not done anything in my lifetime. So, and Trae Young is the daddy. My best player on my team is y'all's daddy. So
Jeez.
I will gladly pull for the Knicks with you. I'll also pull for the Bucks. I'll also pull for your Cavs, bro. I will not pull for the Celtics or the 76ers. But yeah, that's what we're going to do for the rest of this NBA season. I'll go for the Clippers, the Bucks, the Knicks, and the Cavs. So it's going to bandwagon all of them. And I'm sorry, bro, but I think the Bucks will probably put y'all out in the second round. So
yeah, it's bad news, Bears.
Yeah, but I mean, then again, we'll see. Y'all can definitely cook Dame on defense. I think Milwaukee's going to make a move here in the next couple of days. We'll see. They're a sneaky Bradley Beal destination, and I saw too. Apparently, the Suns are listening to offers on Durant. So, if KD gets out of there and goes somewhere else, I might just go jump on the bandwagon with KD. So, we'll see.
KD to Cleveland?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
No! Please, T. Holy shit! Come on, please. Even Gucci's happy about that. No, but guys, we are so thankful for you guys all for joining. I can tell there's a bunch of people in here. I can feel the vibes. One quick question, then we're going to get to plays. We know you're here for the plays. T, where is Myles Garrett going? Who's going to trade for Myles Garrett?
Well, there's a certain team in the NFL that needs a pass rusher, and that certain team is the Atlanta Falcons. Come on over, Myles. Come on over. We'll trade y'all Kirk Cousins for him. Y'all need a quarterback. We need a pass rusher. Seems like a perfect marriage to me.
No, absolutely not. I mean, listen. If he's gonna get traded, and he's gonna go to you. Fine, just keep Kirk Cousins away from my team, please. You can have Myles Garrett. Just keep Kirk Cousins away from my damn team.
All right, that's fair. We'll take Myles Garrett though. So yeah, I am sorry for your loss with Myles Garrett, bro. I actually wanted to talk about them on the show, then I realized we definitely needed to talk about the NBA trades, so we got sidetracked. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot more NBA trades this week. Jimmy Butler is gonna get traded. There's a lot of other stuff that's gonna happen. So it'll be interesting. I guess tomorrow's show, as long as there's not another blockbuster, I'll talk about some interesting trade stuff. But anyway, let's get into some plays here, and we'll start out in the NBA since we're already talking about it. Bro does have a play first tonight in the NBA. I got 3 plays first night in the NBA. Let's start out with my favorite one of the night. This line should be around minus 125 to 130. To be honest with y'all, I would even take it if you have to at over 7.5. Let's go to Domantas Sabonis over 6.5 assists. So we have a pretty interesting situation here. I do think Sacramento, so if y'all have noticed by now, I've been betting teams after they lose by 30-plus points in their next game. And it's been a pretty profitable for me so far this year. It's real, like any team except for the Wizards, after they lose by 30 points, you bet them in the next game. Feels like it's hit for me every single time, where they've at least been winning the games outright or covering if they're an underdog. But Sacramento's in that spot. I don't know how they're going to react, though, to having their team leader, De'Aaron Fox, get traded. They might be a little shell-shocked, but Julius Randle's out. I think this will be a tight game either way. Sabonis already averages 6.5 assists. His line's not really inflated. Everybody's trying to bet the assist number on DeMar DeRozan, on Malik Monk. Well, I've watched this team play a million times. The offense already ran through Sabonis with Fox in there. Now that Fox is in there, just means more touches from him. They're going to give him the ball, run screens off him, run the little cuts and stuff. Sabonis he's gone over this number in 4 out of his last 5 games. The only reason why he didn't against Oklahoma City is because they're down by 30 points at the start of the 4th quarter, and he didn't go back in. So he didn't play his regular minutes, and he got 5 assists still. Sabonis will get at least 8 assists. That's the lowest he's hit in his last 4 games. Minus that game against Oklahoma City is 8 assists. So give me Sabonis to go over 6.5 assists. Should be the easiest bet of the night.
I really like that, especially with the no Fox angle he's got to be creating. I mean, they don't really have a whole lot of creators. Monk up there. They got rid of Herter, too.
Yeah, Monk's just like a bucket getter, bro. He's not a creator.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They don't really have many people that can really facilitate the offense.
Yeah, and I do like Monk and DeRozan a lot. That's why I like the Kings, man. I like all their players, but
yeah, I don't really like Levine though. I don't like that fit either. I'm not sure how that works, but
I mean, I think they did all right on the trade. Honestly, they got Levine, they got 3 first-round picks. I mean, it could be worse. Honestly, I mean, they definitely need a point guard. They might not be done making moves though. That's the thing that nobody's talking about. Is I don't think they're done, and I don't think Dallas is done. But we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think the Lakers are done either. But I really, really like that play. The play that I have is a game that you're not going to watch for sure unless you live in one of these markets, and even then, you're probably not watching this fucking game. It's Hornets Wizards. Wizards under 218. The Wizards are the worst offense in the NBA, And the Hornets had the best defense in the NBA at home over the last 30 days. No LaMelo Ball from everything that I read. And even if he does play, I don't think he's going to move the needle enough to where I don't like this play. Because they're 16 and 30 this year to the 16 and 30 to the under this year, and he's played in some of those games. But also they're 6 and 20 to the under at home. 6 and 20 to the under at home. You pair that with no Brandon Miller, obviously he's been out for a while. No LaMelo Ball. There's truly no one that goes out that you're scared of dropping buckets. I mean, Jordan Poole. I mean, what are we talking about here? I don't think there's going to be a lot of scoring. Kuzma may not play because a whole bunch of teams are looking at him for trade. They may sit his ass. A lot of things are swirling, but I'll tell you this. I like the under. Under 218. That's the play.
Yeah, a lot of those players could be checked out and whatnot. Also, too, Miles Bridges, a lot of the offense will run through him. I was interested in his props. This is the highest prop number he's had all season long, though, so I stayed off for that reason. Mark Williams, too, I really lean his props heavy. That was probably my favorite player prop I didn't take. But one thing, Miles Bridges is highly inefficient as a volume shooter. And they'll probably slow the game down and play between him and Williams. So that's also good for the under. So I think Brover is definitely right. I mean, I've watched this Wizards team too many times of quarters where they can't score freaking 20 points. So, I mean, they have 12-point quarters, 10-point quarters all the time. So, yeah, Hornets home unders have actually been printing. So, Brover is on the – I think that's a good play right there. I personally said I'll never bet on a Wizards game again. And you know what? I looked at them plus 17.5 all morning against Minnesota on Saturday. Sure enough, they won outright finally. Plus 17.5 was a lock, but you know what? I can't even beat myself up over it because if I had bet on it, they probably have lost by 50. So, yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's how it goes, man. Next play up, though, in the NBA tonight. This is my second favorite player prop. I love this play as well. It's crazy. I love both these props, and then I also obviously love my max play that's over on SoBet right now. But the next favorite play tonight, Zion Williamson over 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists. You look at Zion, the last 5 games he's played in, he's gone over 40 PRA in all those games. And also, too, the reason why this line is low, guys, is because the Nuggets are 11.5-point favorites here. So that makes the line low. And Zion, before these minutes got ramped up, was at 33.5 PRA. So this is basically the pre-Zion ramp-up line. So this is a great line to get. And on top of those factors here, guys, you look at Zion. Zion has been destroying other teams, just sort of slashing, doing everything he does. This is a 241 total. I mean, I think Zion's going to score 46 PRA here. I mean, Zion's not the problem here in New Orleans, and he was another player sneaky might get traded. So I think Zion goes off here in this game. It's a great matchup for him tonight. Denver's not really playing defense right now. They're just running up and down the floor. So I love Zion to go over this number.
I really like that.
And then you just want me to go ahead and fire off my last play and we'll go to college basketball?
Yeah, if you would. Yeah, fire off your last play. And then since we're in the NBA realm, I'll give you guys my NBA parlay. And then we'll go to college hoops and go from there.
All right, let's do it.
Fire away.
Yeah, last play, DeAndre Ayton over 28.5 PRA. You look at Ayton, he's gone over 30 PRA in basically every single matchup against the Suns. If y'all don't remember, he was the number 1 overall pick by the Phoenix Suns, and they traded him to the Blazers and got a little annoyed with him. Wow, Zion's bumped to 35.5. That's crazy. I would still take it, to be honest with y'all. I think Zion's going to go off in this game. But anyway, Ayton is, I mean, he's going to get like 2 assists here. So I was like, fuck it, I might as well add the assist in here. But Ayton just went for 33 PRA last matchup against him. He's gone over 30 in basically every single matchup he's had against his Suns team. And Ayton's actually playing really well right now. He's averaging way over this number in his last 8 games, and he's averaging 29 to 35 minutes. And I mean, he could be on the block too. The Blazers could be trying to clear out space to get Klingon more PT here. I like Ayton to go off, man.
I like that. I really do. And people are sleeping on Ayton. He's a PRA monster. He's a little double guy there.
Yeah, no, Ayton's a dog. I don't even hate betting him to get a double. I think him to get a double is minus like 120.
Yeah, it was just I was looking at it. It's just barely under plus money. It was like minus 120, 125. Really like that. And it's crazy. I think you're gonna love my parlay, I gotta say. I really do. All right. It's Timberwolves money line.
Okay.
Just because, like, I do worry about the fact that the Kings just got blown out, and that is that bounce back factor there. But they just don't have anybody. They just don't have anybody. We saw what happened when who did the Cavs just play? They fucking
Dallas.
yeah. They didn't have anybody. They got nobody. Same thing happened here. T-Wolves money line. Sabonis 20+ points. Trey, because hey, it's the Sabonis show. He's hit it in his last 4. Trae Young and his last 4 against Minnesota. Trae Young over 23.5 points. Ice Trae. He's on a revenge tour. He's fucking pissed that he's not in the not in the All-Star game. He's upset and pissed. And he's swish. And then Zion over 23.5 points. Now, we had Giannis over 29.5 points, but he got ruled out. So you could either leave it at 4 legs or add team play of Sabonis assists. That's what you should do.
I think that's fire. I couldn't talk you out of any of those plays. The only one that I would even consider would be Minnesota, but honestly, Sacramento's been horrible on the road. I mean, there's a reason why I'm not betting Sacramento in the revenge spot. So,
nice.
Yeah, I like that play a lot.
Awesome. Hey, if TP3 vouches for the parlay, there could be some very good things going our way.
Yeah, bro, was thinking like I was today. He even had Giannis in there at some point in time, and I hadn't even sent him my picks yet when he blocked that in. So me and Bro were on the same page.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I was up early and often. Yeah, dude. Yesterday, I'll be honest, I saw you post Giannis. I saw a couple other people post Giannis. My brain started going. I'm like, it's prime time. I got to bet on something. I'm going to bet the Bucks, and if I think the Bucks are going to win, it's because Giannis is going to score. So I just bet it, and then I got double fucked. So that's what happens. But
yeah, Giannis also had 10 points in the first half, and then freaking 19 in the second half, or 20 in the second half, and still lost. So yeah. At least I hit that max play on that Celtics game over though. Bro, the Celtics. I know you were sweating that Drew Holiday prop too. Mm-hmm. I mean, my goodness, dude. My buddy was over watching the game with me. When it was like halftime, I was like, dude, if I was at this game, I would be tearing these Celtics players a new one. Like I've never torn anybody one, and then they went off in the second half.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of those just huge comebacks, unbelievable comebacks.
Yeah. Also, stay tuned for it's either Tuesday or Wednesday show. I think I've figured the Sixers team out. We're about to make some big money on them in the next couple of days.
Oh fuck! We love it when TP3 gives us a future angle. You guys remember when he said, "Guys, I'm telling you this." It was on a Tuesday, and Louisville played on Saturday. He goes, "Guys, I'm telling you this now. Louisville is a max play." Or the Louisville team total over is the max play or some shit like that, dude. 3-unit play. He freaking launched it on if you get it on a Tuesday or something, it's early and often, you know it's a fucking nuke. We love it.
Yup.
We love it.
We love it, baby.
All right, man. So into college hoops we go. I must say, how do they keep getting away with having these shit college hoops slates? Like even Saturday wasn't amazing. There was just a ton of games. We got quality shit going here.
I mean, there's some pretty solid games on Saturday, bro.
Sunday, shite.
Yeah, that's how it always goes though. Sunday there's usually just those Big Ten games and that's it. It's because of women's basketball, bro. They want to show those women's games on Sundays. I'm telling you, that's why all the good games are on Saturday.
Yeah. Cameron Brink. Let me see that ass.
That's better than I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to get us canceled. So, I mean, could have been worse.
Hey, she's fine. She's fine. Also, there's
facts. Let me get them digits.
Facts. Yeah, before I go any further, I don't want to get us canceled here. There's 2 games that are like semi decent on. You have Virginia Pitt, and then you have Kansas, Iowa State. Virginia Pitt really is not a great game.
No, that's a terrible game. Iowa State, Kansas, though, is fire. That's one of the best games of the whole week. So let's talk about it here. Bro has a pick for y'all. I'll give y'all my 2 cents on the game as well. I'm not betting on it.
Yeah. T, why don't you give your lean? Why don't you give your lean your opinion, and I'll see if I vouch for it.
Okay, so I saw what happened to Iowa State on Saturday. They took 2 L's this last week. One was on a full court buzzer beater, and then they came out completely flat on Saturday and got dog walked by Kansas State. First, I thought about it. I was like, yeah, I was like, this is a terrible performance by them. They're going to come out here and smack Kansas in the mouth. Then I remember Kansas blew. First of all, it was crazy. I checked the score of the Kansas game at halftime, and I was like, well, thank God I didn't bet Baylor. That would have been a donation. They're down by 19 points. And then I just saw in the Discord somebody saying something about Baylor winning. I was like, bro, they did not just win this game. And I looked at the score, and I was like, oh, my gosh. Kansas got stomped in the second half. So before that happened, I was going to be all over Iowa State here. The more I think about it now, Kansas is a wagon at home. I mean, Houston barely beat them here. I think Houston's the best team in the nation, even though they just took an L on Saturday as well. I don't know, man. I think Kansas is probably the play, but just because my initial read was Iowa State, I'm not going to bet it.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm all over Kansas in this game. Kansas money line might get a unit added depending on how the beginning of the day goes and if I can get it at the number. When I was looking at it this morning, it was Kansas -3 and the money line was -155. It then shifted to -148. And I was like, fuck. I don't want to put 1.5 on the money line. So I took Kansas -3 and it was at -105. And then very shortly thereafter, it went to 2.5. I think that's where it is now, if I'm not mistaken. That said, I love Kansas here for a couple of different reasons. I have some historical value. I have trends. I have a lot of different things. First and foremost, just from an eye test and what I know about ball, like it's really hard when you're beating a team like they were beating Baylor to stay engaged. Like you're thinking about everything but basketball at that point. You're up 20 points. It's like this game's fucking over. And then once you start to get your teeth kicked in a little bit, it's really hard to like wake back up, like get back into the game. I really just think that's what happened there. But you look at the teams that these two they faced off against. Iowa State lost to Kansas State. Okay? Kansas State. Their ass. Kansas lost to Baylor. If you weren't watching that game, you knew nothing about how that game went, and you just saw the final score, you would not be surprised to see Baylor, who was favored, beat Kansas. You wouldn't have been. You would have been surprised seeing Iowa State lose to Kansas State. Okay? That, to me, is the most glaring difference to me. And then you see Kansas favored. Okay? From an eye test for me, that just shows that Vegas, they know what's up there. And I think it's shit happens. You play good teams, shit happens. You cannot lose to Kansas State if you're Iowa State in that situation. Now, the trends. Kansas has not lost more than 2 games at the Phog in a season since 2000. And Iowa State has not swept the season series against Kansas since 2000. That is 50 years. 25. That's 50 years of history, of trends, of data that I'm not fading. So we're taking Kansas, and also everybody's on the over, and I'm here to tell you, cash out your bets if you are. No, don't ever cash out your bets. But I'm here to tell you it's the under. If you are on the over, I really think there's problems.
Iowa State hasn't won at Kansas in 50 years?
No. Iowa State has not swept Kansas in the series. So one at home and at Kansas. Okay? And Kansas hasn't lost more than 2 games at home in a season since 2000.
Wow. Yeah. Kansas seems pretty strong. Yeah, I do like the under actually in this game. Both these teams are more defensive teams, and they should lean on their defense here in this game tonight. I would look a little more though in the first half, just because these games can get ridiculous with fouling in the second half. But I don't know. I'm not going to play it though. Yeah.
No, I feel it. Hey, both these teams are top 10 in adjusted defensive efficiency and outside the top 120 in adjusted tempo. And neither of them get to the free throw line. So I like the under. I like the under a lot. Under 146.
We love it.
Guys, I mean, you want to talk about timing being impeccable. 30-minute, hard stop, 29 minutes, 33 seconds into the episode. If that is not impressive, we are getting it down. We are dialed. We are freaking locked in. Guys, I can't thank you all enough for tuning in. Cam and Chris and everybody, Donnie, all you guys, I can't see all the comments here. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys make this show a million times better when you're engaging. You're giving us comments. You're giving us more information for content. It's great. We love you. Don't forget to subscribe to TP3 and What Up Bro on all social medias. Follow us there. And all our plays are over on SoBet. T, I'm happy to see you again, brother, after kind of a long weekend here. We're here for the whole week, as far as I know. So make sure you guys are tuned in, 5 p.m. Eastern every day. T, what do you got for the people before we get out of here?
Let's get some fucking money tonight, my boys.